Man, if you thought sites like IGN weren't already garbage enough, oh boy, do I have a treat for you today. A YouTuber by the name of Deadite on Boomstick Gaming, an Evil Dead fan I see, I respect that, appears to have gotten his review for the game Dead Cells copied almost verbatim in IGN's review of the same game. I'm going to give it to you straight, given the evidence, which I'll show you a little taste of. I side with this Deadite guy. Never has the "can I copy your homework" meme been more appropriate in my opinion. Now, with this guy already getting his stuff jacked by IGN, I don't want to steal anything more from him than I have to, but he did a full video playing the two reviews side by side. Now, sure, in reviews, you're going to have people saying similar things, but having such similar word choice and layout is a bit much, I think, and I encourage you to check out the full link to this video. It'll be in the description. But here's a sampling, and note that he mentions these lines come in at about the exact same time codes of each video, the 307 mark.
Alright, and last but not least, we have my absolute favorite, which starts at 307 on both videos exactly. Dead Cells figures out an intriguing way to have your roguelite and Metroidvania experience all in one by focusing on your failures and urging you to try something new the next time.
Dead Cells strikes a perfect and engaging balance between the Metroidvania and roguelite experiences by focusing on your failures and urging you to experiment each time you do fail.
Sorry, just too blatant for me when we have reviews that are this short and this similar, and it's surely inexcusable for the big company to be copying the little guy. You could see the roles being reversed, right? Some noob YouTuber just copies off a bigger channel. But IGN, you have all these shills on salary. This is supposed to be their full-time jobs to do this crap. And they're ripping off other people? And here's the big thing, why I will tell any of you that want to get into some kind of journalistic practice, you never want to be caught plagiarizing, because once you're caught, we all have to wonder, how often does this go on? Sure, you were caught today, but how many times have you not been caught? Again, we have to wonder. There are countless smaller channels covering video games. How easy it can be to do this to someone who only gets, a few thousand views or even less, and have no one be the wiser. Just ridiculous. And like I said at the beginning, these major sites are already on a slippery slope, in my opinion, just getting more and more out of touch with their dwindling audiences by the day. I mean, when I see the amount of subscribers, okay, a group like IGN has, over 10 million, it's like, wow, what an insanely large audience. But then you look at the actual view counts on their videos, and they're not that great, certainly not for a channel of that size. I mean, for what is supposed to be the biggest, or at least one of the biggest gaming news outlets with an ample amount of full-time staff, I don't know. I would just expect better results, I guess. Again, with 10 million subscribers, your audience retention on a lot of this stuff is honestly pitiful. Thinking about it, I could see them being in a desperation mode, just saying. And this sort of crap is not going to help them retain that current audience. Now, sure, you could say it's on the reviewer. Maybe this is just a one-time thing. Maybe this is only a problem, again, with this one person. But it still falls on the company as a whole. Like I said, how can we know? This one made it through. These guys push out several videos each day. And when you're plagiarizing from such smaller fish, who's really going to know? It's going to take something like this. The person you stole from would have to watch your video to call you out on it. Which means you'd have to watch an IGN review, and who in God's name wants to do that? I mean, they could have stolen from me at some point. But if I want to find out, I would have to watch their review for every game I've reviewed. And screw that, they can keep it. Nothing's worth that much suffering. But in seriousness, in terms of giving it to IGN, I think it's all going to depend on what they do to make it up to this guy, honestly, in my opinion, which we'll get into that a bit later. As many of you know, I've been having some issues with YouTube lately, and I know the struggle it can be to even get your stuff monetized sometimes, let alone get people to watch it. As another smaller YouTuber, I have a massive amount of respect for others who are putting in the time to grind and grow their audience with every video. And that's why when I see something like this, a mega channel, a mega channel by subscriber count standards anyway, not so much view count, I would say, stealing from a smaller person like this. And whoever the guy is who wrote this review, this is probably his full-time job. He's getting paid to produce these reviews. And he's just ripping people off. Shameful. Seriously. So far, IGN has pulled down the review. Good on them. And has stated they're investigating the plagiarism. But if they want to make this right, they better, really make this right. If I was in charge of this Boomstick Gaming channel, I'd demand compensation. You took my work, you should pay me for that work, and a full article on the site apologizing for taking it without my consent. Now, are you taking views away from this guy? Not really. It's not like people who watched the IGN video would have watched his. I see people saying stuff like that. That's not really true, but you are stealing the work, which has value. Again, you pay whoever this knucklehead is who stole it. You paid him for this review, but you should be paying this other guy instead. Hopefully they'll make this right, but it's going to be a tarnish on their record, I think, regardless. I don't know if they've been called out on this sort of stuff in the past. Let me know in the comments if you know of any other instances with IGN getting in similar trouble. I'd be curious to know. But yeah, that's the big problem. It only takes one, honestly. Certainly going forward, especially if they keep on this same reviewer. Any other reviews he produces, you're going to have to wonder if he ripped this one off too. Anyway, with that, this video's a wrap. Let me know your thoughts on IGN's plagiarism problems in the comments. Do you agree? Do you think they copied this guy's homework, and should they have changed it up a little bit more? And like I said, make sure you check out this Boomstick channel. Watch that whole comparison video for yourself. Link in the description below. And hell, watch his original review too. And tell him ChiGuy sent you if you leave a comment. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. Unlike IGN, I do not have 10 million subscribers, but I do have room for 10 million subscribers. So if you want to join the party, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to keep these conversations going, feel free to hit me up on Twitter at Johnny Zakari. And join my Discord, ChiGuy and Friends. Link to both in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching.